Alright, tool groupies, Kobalt has been selling adjustable wrenches for many years now that are made in China. But here recently they started rolling out some brand new products made in Vietnam. So we're going to check these out and see what we think about them. 464616 is the model number. It's a 6, 8, and 10-inch adjustable wrench set with a wide jaw design that's only $15 in store. These are made from a drop forged chrome vanadium steel. I can tell you one thing, these wrenches do feel slightly heavier. The finish is much nicer and smoother, and the handle does seem a little bit thicker than the Chinese counterpart. And I definitely like what I'm seeing with the machining on these. They're very nice and precise. If you look at cheaper quality wrenches, they're typically going to have bad chunky machining all around the jaws, the jaw guides, the tongue, the teeth. The lower jaw is going to be a little bit too thin and rough, causing vertical and horizontal slop and things like that. Something I don't really see on these wrenches. Now I've looked these over. I tell you one thing, the precision machining on these are very impressive compared to the ones made in China. Just have to do a side-by-side comparison video in the future so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. I'll tell you one thing, they did try to put some effort into producing a decent quality tool here. Each one comes with standard metric scales laser etched on each side of the jaws. Whenever I tested out the accuracy on these, each one was right on the money. Some people may or may not use this feature, but the point is it's there for you to have. Then we're going to have the wider jaw capacity itself, which is 15/16 on the 6-inch, 1 3/16 on the 8-inch, and 1 3/8 on the 10-inch. These days, having a wider jaw is popular and important because it means you're going to get yourself into a tight confined space. You're going to have a wider jaw and a shorter handle to be able to apply torque. Each one of these also has knurling on the spring-loaded worm drive, so adjusting the jaw size is quick and smooth. Now, due to the precision machining, the 8 and the 10-inch has minimal jaw slop up and down or side to side. Unfortunately, the 6-inch isn't that great. The good news is we got a lifetime warranty, so if we don't like it, we can always have it exchanged. Now, if we look at the 6-inch specifically, you'll see it's got way too much horizontal and vertical jaw slop. And that's due to the fact that the tongue on the lower jaw is a little bit too thin. So there's a very small gap in between the teeth and the worm drive. Now, whenever you got jaw slop like this, it's going to impact the overall performance of the tool. I can already tell you upon testing this thing out, I adjusted the jaw, put it around a fitting, and every time I turned that fitting around, it loosened up on its own. And you don't want any type of adjustable wrench to loosen up quite as fast as what this one did. Just take a good look at it right here. How much jaw slop you've got going up and down and side to side. Anytime you got a wrench with that much jaw slop, it's just going to be bad to use it. Now, adjustable wrenches are designed for you to take that worm drive, open up the jaw, lay it on the fastener, tighten up the jaw, then apply force to it and turn it. Whenever you got yourself a good quality adjustable wrench, that's something you can minimize. The problem is with this 6-inch is whenever you're applying force to that fastener and you're constantly turning it like that, it's going to loosen itself up. When it does that, it's going to lead to slippage, rounding, and busted knuckles, and that's exactly what you don't want. Now, like I said, the 8 and the 10-inch are great. There's no issues there, but there is one other problem that everybody should look at whenever you're buying an adjustable wrench, and that's the gap in between the jaws. Some wrenches are notorious for having a big old gap in between the jaws, such as the Pittsburgh Professional or the Hyper Tough. Basically, make these with a little bit of an incline so that whenever you're putting the jaws around a fastener and you're applying force to it, the lower jaw will end up leveling out. And that's because you're applying force to that lower jaw, which is putting force on top of that worm drive. Start out with a nice flush jaw and you got weak steel and it's pushing down on that worm drive, then it's going to level out a little bit too much, causing slippage. And if you look at all of these adjustable wrenches combined, there is a little bit of a gap there, but it's not a big old gap that you should be concerned about. The only thing that drives me crazy about using wrenches like this with a gap is when you're applying force to something and you got to remove it and readjust it around that fitting, the jaws are usually going to be real tight. The wrench isn't going to slide off there easily. And I'm sure some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. But until I can take these, test them in the trades, and give you all some good feedback, you're going to have to give me your feedback by commenting down below. Let me know, do you like them or not? Have you had issues or not? Are you a professional or a do-it-yourself? Now, personally, I think these are a big improvement, but there's only one way to find out. That's to take these tools, test them in the trades, and see how well they perform when tested side by side with other brands. Now, if you want to follow along, just pop that clutch, subscribe, and check out these other social media platforms for more.